Hey everybody, welcome to the weekly scopes from the 6th to the 12th of August. So on the 6th of August, first thing that happens is the moon enters void, of course, at 2:41 a.m. So when the moon is said to be void, of course, it means it's made its last major aspect, but it still may make minor aspects such as pi quintiles and sextiles quadrats and stuff. And it has not entered the next sign, so it's in between, like a void. That's why it's called void. It's in between signs. So when it's like this, it's said that its energy is unfocused, and this can cause confusion and lack of direction on Earth, and obviously us, the humans on Earth, and animals, or whatever, the tides, whatever. But one of the biggest pros of this time is that it can give us time for rest and reflection. It's a time to let go of the need to make decisions or take action, and instead focus on being present in the moment. Additionally, it can be a good time for creative expression, spiritual practices, as the unfocused energy of the moon can inspire new ideas and insights. On the other hand, one of the cons of this transit is that it can be difficult to start new projects and make major decisions, as the energy is not good for clear thinking or focused action. Also today, the moon enters Aries at 9:14 p.m. So depending on your birth chart, this can be good or bad, or how you use the energy in general. Aries is a sign of action, courage and impulsivity. So when the moon is in this sign, it can give a boost to our enthusiasm and ability to pursue new goals and projects. So backing up that moon void, of course, energy I was talking about as well. On the other hand, the moon in Aries can also trigger feelings of anger, frustration and restlessness. If you want to know more about what to do during the moon in Aries, check out the playlist, I go into it more on there. On the 7th of August, the moon's north node goes direct out of retrograde. Venus also enters Cancer at 6:32 a.m. So I'm going to do a deeper analysis of this, but ultimately when Venus is in Cancer, it makes us more emotional and nurturing. The energy of Venus can make us more soft, empathetic and gentle towards ourselves and our loved ones. We may feel more drawn towards creating like a more cozy and comfortable home environment, and investing in self-care activities as well. Negatively, it can make us more sensitive and reactive to criticism or rejection. We may struggle with attachment issues and find it challenging to let go of things or people we hold dear. It can also enhance our emotional cravings, leading to overindulgence in comfort foods or other vices like excessive hookups and stuff. Hookups and stuff are not wrong, but doing anything to excess in a way that can disturb other areas of our life, like our career, our peace of mind and stuff is. The best way to make the use of Venus in Cancer energy is to nurture ourselves and others, and also develop and cultivate our emotional, psychological, spiritual boundaries, as well as take care of our inner world as well and heal ourselves, explore our creative side and channel our emotions into art or music. Also today, there's a few aspects. So the first one is Mercury and the North Node making a sextile quadrant to each other. So this supports new insights and ideas. It's excellent energy for problem solving, brainstorming and communicating our thoughts and ideas and feelings with others. Also, there's a square between Venus and Uranus, so this can make us more spontaneous in our relationships and in our creative expression as well. However, on the negative side, the sextile quadrant between Mercury and the North Node can create tension and disagreements in communication and in our relationships. It's important to listen to other people's views and avoid being too stubborn or closed-minded. Similarly, the square aspect between Venus and Uranus can bring unexpected changes and disruptions in our relationships and creative projects. So it's important right now to stay adaptable and open to new possibilities. Overall, the best use of today's astrological aspects is to embrace the positive energy and to be mindful of any challenges that come up right now. It's a good time to engage in deep conversations, share your thoughts and explore different perspectives. And in terms of relationships, it's a good time to embrace the excitement and unpredictability of the square between Venus and Uranus, as it encourages us to step out of our comfort zone and infuse spontaneity into our interactions. This is a chance to try new experiences together in a relationship and inject passion into our connections with others, but stay grounded and don't overdo it. On the 8th of August, there's a last quarter moon, so this energy can push us to take action and make changes in our lives. It's a great time to continue or start the work of releasing and letting go, and to shed old habits and beliefs and situations that no longer serve us. It's a great time for personal growth and reflection as well, and negatively it can make us more emotional, sort of like in turmoil as we confront the things that we may need to let go of. It can be challenging to let go and painful to do so as well, and also we can resist moving forward because we can just be fearful of it as well. So it's important to prioritize our self-care and compassion right now as well. So if you want to know more about what to do during the last quarter moon phase, check out the playlist. Also today, the moon's north node goes into retrograde at 11:41 a.m, so we may be more emotionally focused and sensitive, so just watch out for that, with Venus being in Cancer as well, and the moon is the moon rules Cancer. Also today, Mercury makes a sextile quadrant to Pluto, so this aspect can bring intense thoughts, communication, and a desire for a deeper understanding and transformation right now. And our intellectual powers can be off the charts today. If we want, we can totally convince anyone of anything right now, but with great power comes great responsibility, so try and use it wisely and don't go overboard with extremist opinions, because that's a surefire way to make people run in the opposite direction right now and also trigger power struggles. Also watch out for manipulation in communication, and your mental processes, your thinking may not be straight logical as it is any other day, so just watch out for that. But if used wisely, this energy can help us uncover hidden truths and gain psychological insights about ourselves and others that can lead to personal growth, strengthening our knowledge, expanding our knowledge and self-empowerment. It's a good time to do investigative work, research on problem solving, especially work that requires concentration and persistence and patience. On the downside, this aspect can cause suspicion, paranoia and excessive thinking, so it's beneficial to stay grounded and objective in our analysis. Also today, Mercury is making a trine with Jupiter, so we can be on fire when it comes to commercial activity, negotiation and settling contracts. As I said earlier, this works nicely with the Mercury sextile quadrant Pluto energy that can give us the ability to kind of sell salt to a slug. But as I said, use this power wisely. This aspect also supports, being more communicative and being more open to learning new things and being more social as well. It also enhances our optimism and can make us more generous and intellectually curious right now as well, and make us more open-minded and receptive to new ideas, so kind of counteracting us being control freaks and being closed-minded as well. But we have to be careful not to overcommit ourselves or be too excessive in our exaggeration and say we can, deliver more than what we can actually deliver. So you may be, sure, I can do this, and then you tell someone else you can do that, and then you just overcommit and then you let everybody down. So watch out for making too much promises, and so if you do make promises, that you can keep them, or make it clear why you can't do them, so others don't become too disappointed, or you can explain why. But the best thing is just don't overcommit right now as well. Overall, these two aspects prevent us with contrasting energies and possibilities. So the sextile quadrant between Mercury and Pluto may challenge us to develop and delve deep into our thoughts and uncover hidden truths. The trine between Mercury and Jupiter encourages us to expand our minds and embrace new experiences. It's important for us, however, to strike a balance between being self-reflective right now and exploring new things and taking risks, with staying grounded, but while also being open to new ideas and growth and expansion as well. So on the 9th of August, the moon void of course starts at 1:21 a.m. The moon also enters Taurus today at 3:13 a.m. as well, so it can bring a sense of emotional stability and groundedness, especially to those of us who may be more scattered and anxious than normally, especially with yesterday's energy of the Mercury making a sextil to Pluto, and also the Neptune aspect, what I mentioned earlier, which is still lingering this week. So yeah, it gives us that sort of like balance, which is always good. It can also make us feel more sensual and take more enjoyment out of life's pleasures, such as food, music and nature. For those who have been struggling with financial issues, this can bring about a much needed sense of just feeling secure. So it may not solve all your money problems, but you may just be more stable and make a plan to get out of them, and just be more grateful for the things that you actually do have, rather than focusing on what you don't have as well. Negatively, the Taurus moon can make us more stubborn and resistant to change, so the best use of this energy is to focus on staying grounded and remaining open to new experiences, even if they're outside of your comfort zone. And if you want to know more about what to do and what not to do during the moon in Taurus, check out the playlist. On the 10th of August, nothing happens much, so there's nothing to report. On the 11th of August, the moon enters Gemini, so this can enhance our communication and social skills right now, but watch out for gossip on the negative end. It can make us more curious and make us more willing and wanting to learn great things, so it's a great time to continue or take up a new hobby and interest, enroll in a new course, and take more risks with your intellect and be more open to learning new things as well. The best use of the moon in Gemini is to embrace being more communicative and curious and social, but watch out for overdoing it. If you want to know more about the moon transiting in Gemini and what to do and what not to do, check out the playlist. On the 12th of August, the moon enters its balsamic moon phase, so this is the last sort of like lunar phase before the new moon. So the balsamic moon is a time to let go of what no longer serves you and to surrender to the flow of life and trust in the unknown. It's a great time for meditation, being more self-reflective and connecting more with your inner wisdom and intuition, to create a safe space for yourself to be open to new beginnings and growth and rejuvenate and recharge as you prepare for the new cycle ahead, which the new moon brings as well. It's important that you try to do your best to stay in the present, even though you will be rethinking the past and stuff, but doing it from the perspective of how can I make my life better, rather than, how can I change the past, because we can't change the past. The best use of the balsamic moon is to embrace the energy of release, reflection and surrender, and to use this time to think about what you really want out of life and how you can get it. So also on the 12th of August, the Sun makes a conjunction with Venus, so get ready for some serious lovey-dovey vibes. Lovebirds can rejoice, as this cosmic combo is all about expressing those warm and fuzzy feelings, craving a connection with others in, delightful kind of setting. So going on a picnic, going on, places that remind you of when you and your lover or wife or husband or partner first met, anything that is sensual and pleasing to you as well. Love may practically be oozing out of the air, and oh boy, our artistic senses can be on fire right now. Who knows, some of you may tie the knot. It is summer after all, a lot of people do get married in August, so yeah. And for you artists out there, get your creative juices flowing, because this is a prime time for showcasing your talent. The next few days can be a love fest with a side of creative brilliance, so some of you can be creating your life work, your masterpiece right now as well. Transiting Sun conjunct Venus means they are in the same zodiac sign. The biggest benefit of this aspect is that it can bring about a sense of harmony and balance in relationships. It can increase the love and affection between partners, making it a great time to express your feelings and show appreciation for your loved ones. However, this aspect can also bring about a sense of laziness and overindulgence. So yeah, it's beneficial to practice self-discipline and moderation during this time. Overall, Therefore, the best use of this aspect, the Sun's conjunction with Venus, is to focus on building positive relationships and indulging in self-care while maintaining a balanced approach to life. So yes, that's the weekly scopes from the 6th right up until the 12th of August. Take care and see you next week.